kidnapping robbery to fans instead of 911. Maybe you should get together with those other YouTubers that are doing the sting and they can come rescue him.
Yeah.
This thing stinks to me.
Let's watch this. Let's go see let's see what the young man here says.
Hostage in an Uber 2 weeks ago. I was heading to the airport about 50 minutes away. When the Uber arrived, I put my luggage in the back of the car, but the driver was very adamant that I put everything in the back, including my backpack. My backpack usually always stays on me. I have my camera, my iPad, and my laptop. Unfortunately, I did not follow my instincts. I wanted to maintain my 5-star rating, so I put my backpack in the back of the car. As I was sitting in the back of the car, I was starting to feel a little uncomfortable. It was at this moment he unplugged the dash cam that records the inside of the car. At this point, I was worried for my safety. I don't know what kind of handheld devices he had. I looked at my phone and realized the Uber ride was canceled. I'm not sure if he did it in the moment or earlier in the ride. To protect myself, I had my hand under the seatbelt and over the buckle, just in case anything went down, I could move quickly. 10 minutes away from the airport, he tells me I pay cash. I don't carry cash. He then brings me to this gas station. As I get out of the car, my goal was to at least grab my backpack. But then he locks the car and tells me I'm not getting anywhere close to it unless I pay. At this point, I have nowhere to go. He has all my stuff. I go to this ATM acting like I'm going to get cash, when I know full well that I don't allow my cards to work on ATMs. Eventually, I figure out how Zelle works and I pay him $30. He was originally asking for 18 and I just wanted my stuff. But once he saw I paid 30, he asked for more money. But while he was grabbing his phone to figure out Zelle, he unlocked his car, but never locked it again. I act like I don't notice this so I could casually make my way towards the back of the car while he's trying to haggle with it. Eventually, I was able to get to the back of the car before he unlocked it again and grabbed my stuff. Luckily, the gas station was about a mile away from a train that takes me directly to the airport. I probably should have called the police, but I make my way to the train instead. As I make my way there, he starts to follow me. So I call my mom, so I'm on the phone with someone just in case. And it was at this moment he decided to give up and leave. The crazy thing about all of this, I heard zilch from Uber when I reported him. So it looks like I'm not using Uber again.
All right.
I called
hostage in an Uber 2 weeks.
I ain't buying any of that. I'm not buying one bit of that. The
So
guy's
he never made a police report.
He's got his phone. If he thought he was being kidnapped, he could have called 911. He could have called anybody. I'm not buying any of that. I think this guy, he's one of these famous YouTubers, just like the one that I was talking about today that was apparently doing the SE, having relationships with a Chihuahua that's now in jail. But I'm not buying this. Are you guys buying any of that?
Yeah. So his backpack's in the car. Where's his phone at? That's what I want to know.
In his hand.
It's in his hand.
It's in his hand because he checked right there. He said the Uber that it was canceled.
You can start live streaming to his big popular YouTube channel and start saying, "I'm being kidnapped right now. I'm in an Uber on such and such drive, and this guy here won't give me back my stuff." Right?
And now,
right?
Based on what he's saying, if he's reporting that he was kidnapped, that's a felony. The police would have no choice, but at this point, they'd have to investigate it. That's easy peasy. All they got to do is call Uber, find out who it was, go out and investigate it. All that for, he's saying $18, $30. I mean, I'm not buying any of it. I think it was. I'm surprised. I mean, I know he got and we're guilty because we just perpetuated it for him. We just helped to put it out there. But in my opinion, I think it's bullcrap. I don't believe any of it.
I think you're right.
I think so.
Well, not only that, but if it is true, you really this guy is obviously he appears to be somewhat an intelligent young man. I mean, you have to protect the rest of the public and let the police know that this guy is doing this to people. And
well, he's saying he contacted Uber. What?
Yeah.
Uber police?
Yeah, but you need to let the police know that this guy is kidnapping people.
They have an Amtrak police. We should sign it to be Uber police.
Yeah.
We're all retired law. We all got our qualifications. Uber police. Scott's going to be my partner.
Why would you call your mother and not 911?
Yeah, I'm not buying any of that. I'm not buying any. I'd love to hear the follow-up on that. I'd love to hear what agency got stuck having to investigate that one. That'd be really simple. You just get a hold of Uber investigating a felony kidnapping. need to find out. They're going to look it up on the computer.
You know,
They're going to see who the guy is. That's an easy investigation.
Yeah, I was gonna tell him. I said, you know, kid, if if you need a private investigator,
Yeah,
track down that Uber driver right now.
Let's just please.
Hey, he didn't want to part with $30. He's not going to part with what you're paid.
I have a retainer. He's gonna have to
As a
work with
public
that.